Alrighty, hello, and welcome to today's stream. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. First stream of the year. Feels slightly older than a few days ago, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, what's up, Rye? How's it going, man? How's it going? Welcome in, folks. It's a pretty straightforward day. Pretty basic. We're going to be working on the Frosted Path. Also, a little bit of champion training here. We're not going to be pulling any shards. And then live arena when it opens in an hour. So, pretty chill day. Not a whole lot to work on. But yeah, we're probably going to do a bigger session of live arena. Maybe like at least 15 fights. Maybe upwards of 20. The season just started, so we get to, I don't know, try to get out of the, low point regime, but we got some refills here sitting and waiting, so use a couple of those and get things going. Three days gone? Nah, it's only 10 a.m. dude. It's only two days gone. There's plenty of 2026 left to go, although in hindsight 2025 kind of went by, you know? I don't know if everyone feels that way, but looking back, it's like, man, that year kind of, or maybe it was just like nothing super memorable personally for me. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it'd be what it be. In other news, though, I'm looking forward to this winter season. It's been 3 years since I've hit the slopes, and I am like ridiculously committed to going this winter. So I'm excited for that. I've got a trip with my friend at the end of the month. We're going to Utah. Me and him are the only single boys left in our friend group. The other two have kids, so they can't go. Unfortunately for them. Like young kids is what I mean, like less than 2 years, I think, across both of them. But yeah, looking forward to that. And then I am just trying to hit up local spots before that trip, because like I said, it's been 3 years since I've been on my board. So I don't want to travel, thousands of miles away and then eat shit on the on a green slope in Utah. I want to get the best. So yeah. Black diamonds? It's been a while. I've definitely done some black diamonds in my career, so to speak. But I think I'm probably gonna stick to blues for a bit until I reacclimate, because it's just been a while. I'm sure it'll muscle memory. It'll kind of come back quickly, but I'm gonna be very, very cautious in the near term. So I'm gonna take it slow. Got my hot chocolate here as well. It's the weekly tradition at this point. Yeah, actually, on the subject of writing. So, my original pair of boots, because I basically have I bought all my gear at this point because I was committed many years ago. I think like since COVID, I kind of just fell off, partially just because of, like basically right after, or like right when the lockdowns happened, right before the lockdowns happened is when I bought this place my house that I live in, and so just for purely economic reasons, I was like, yeah. Skiing or snowboarding's not really in the budget for a little bit, because we went from a rent to mortgage, which is a big jump for those who know. So that was like the first couple of years of me just not going, and then the last season was injuries. So like I wanted to go, I was gearing up, getting ready, getting psyched, and then I think it was like October, I like tweaked my knee, and I was like, oh damn, well, that's it. and then it just other reasons, other rehabs just didn't allow me to go last winter. But this winter, I'm not perfect, but we're in better shape, and I think I can go. Anyways, the point I was making was so my original boots, they're not like pure lace ups, but they're like pull strings, and they were like the most comfortable pair when I bought them back in, I guess, 2018 or something. And I just kind of like ate the inconvenience of having to do like this, like, you know, you unwind it, you pull it tight, then you rewind it and you stick it on the sides. And now I bought a pair of BOA snow boots, which is nice because you just twist the dial and they tighten, which is really quicker, much quicker. Although, if anyone knows, I don't know what to do with my old pair of boots because they're perfectly functional. I don't know if you could like resell to a store or something, maybe like an actual ski shop or something. Maybe they'll buy them. I don't know. But there's nothing wrong with them. Like, I obviously haven't worn the new ones like on the slopes, but like I haven't broke them in. I've worn them for a while. Like the day I bought them, I put them on for like 3 hours when I was home, just sitting around, walking around, just to make sure they were comfortable, and they were fine. eBay, yeah, but that's like interacting with strangers and, you know, people. I don't want to do that. Yeah, but yeah, no, yeah, it's a possibility. Craigslist, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, even though I don't really use Facebook anymore. I don't know what Vinted is. It might, well, I don't know if it's going to be harder to sell because I wear size 12. So they're not like average size boots, so to speak. They're pretty large. So it might be harder to find a buyer. But that could be just cope. So I don't know. But yeah, I need to figure out what to do with the old pair because, like I said, they're perfectly functional. There's nothing wrong with them. It's the technology change. But like, in fairness, like, I mean, I guess I've had the boots for 8 years, but I've only used them actively for 5, just because I haven't ridden in 3 years. But obviously, I need to wear the new pair and make sure they actually work at altitude before I do anything. I think on my first trip, I'm gonna bring both pairs of boots, and just in the off chance that somehow they just don't work when it's colder or something, and then you know, make the swap if I needed to, or swap back if I needed to. I doubt that's gonna be the case. They felt good in the shop. Sold some stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I've never used it. Like, I've done some Craigslist stuff back in Georgia when I was, you know, in college and younger, and didn't really have like a home that I'm worried about people knowing where I live. So I have no idea how the community for selling stuff is out here in Washington. So, just another reason for my hesitancy. As I like to say, I just live out here. I'm not a Seattleite or whatever the term is. I just live here. Like, I have no ties to this particular place. I don't have any ties anywhere, to be honest. If I had my pick of the litter, I'd live in Colorado. In like the not Denver though, like Boulder area. I'm still hoping to make the move someday. It just kind of depends on life circumstance. So if you ever hear me talking about moving, you guys know where I went. Or you will know where I went. Actually, when I sold my car and bought a new car, obviously, but a couple months ago, I told my brother about it, and I used Carvana just because I wanted the no hassle of like trying to negotiate with a human. So they just come pick it up with their tow truck or whatever. And I was telling him, I was like, I know that I could probably get a better deal if I just like put it on Craigslist, but it's like I'm the opposite of whatever Street Smart is. So I'm not saying I'm a complete ignoramus when it comes to like social things and people and reading people, but if there's anyone within my family who was going to get swindled by some person on Facebook Marketplace, it would be me. So I was like, I'm just gonna go with a guaranteed payout option and not have like, oh yeah, actually you signed the title too early and you gave it to this guy and he just stole your car. LOL. Which I hope doesn't happen. I don't know if that's a real thing, but I know scammers are doing lots of business nowadays for sure. Makes sense on a car. I mean, well, like it does, but like I know that people peer-to-peer sell cars all the time, so like it's not inherently bad, but it's also not inherently safe. Like my parents, when they sold their used cars, they use Craigslist. But again, that was back in Georgia, so maybe it's a little different. But whoops. But I, you know, for something that's, you know, thousands of dollars, I didn't really want to mess around with that. Especially when those proceeds went towards the newer car. I'm like, I kind of need that money to show up uncontested, or else the business case doesn't close here. Am I doing champion training for the souls? Nope. I am going for the legendary tomes. Speaking of which, 8,000. We're almost there. 8,000 out of 10k. All right, yeah, I guess I should talk about that. So I did a little bit of bonus. I'm just going for like rewards at this point, just champion training as much as I can. I'm going for rewards. So like I got the energy, used that. I got the gems and I used that. I got the first tome already. So I'm what 2,000 ish away from the second tome. So basically there more or less. And then as like overachieving, if I can get the both of the chaos ores and then the dust and the powder, the 5 and 5, I'd be like, that would be like fully complete. So I have a day and a half, which more importantly, it's 2 game resets worth of energy and daily accrual and all that stuff. So I think I can at least get the chaos ore. I might need to burn gems if I want to get the last like 12k points. So we'll see. But yeah, legendary tome is basically on lock. Yes, I did say that in the video. Yep, that's the plan. It's just, I don't know. Yukimasa's not gonna change my account. I'll use him a little bit in PvE, but I'm not even gonna book him. So the 5-star soul is beneficial, but not worth it. And then Hilvi, it would be nice to have, but it's not worth my resources because she's not that important to me at the moment. And then if that changes, if my mindset changes, then I could just soul merchant my way there and slow and steady. So like, you know, this is one of those things where it's like, both of these rewards are good, but if I need them, I don't need them right now within the next 4 days. I got to pull it. It's like, I'll get it later. You know? So I could be wrong about them being useful for me, but it's the timeline that's doesn't need to be accelerated. I don't need the souls right now. It's not going to make or break anything. Hello, 2-key Nightmare Demon Lord with decent RNG. We've got Haikatoon, Michelangelo, Rector, Apothecary, Xenomorph. I mean, hey, if it gets you going, then it's a good team, right? It's not your forever team, but it's a team. It's a starter team, so it sounds good to me. I think there are 2-to-1 ratio speed, like white whale teams, like really low level entry teams on deadwoodjedi.com that feature double speed boost, like Haikatoon, Apothecary, and something else. But yeah, I'd probably work to drop Mikey at some point. I think Xenomorph is such a cheat code for like starting accounts. Like, what was he? Dark Elves. Even like, I don't even think you need to build him with crit. Like, obviously, if you build him with crit, you get 3 poisons, but 3 poisons on an A1 spamming it, you're gonna fill up the debuff bar anyways. So I think crit rate's optional, and you could build him to be tankier, just like you normally would at the start of the game. And then you just literally spam the A1, and you just poison, and that's gonna carry you so far. It's literally better than Kale. I'm not even exaggerating. This is better than Kale. Just spam his A1. If you build him with damage, then you can use the A3 stuff from time to time. I guess on a 3-turn cooldown. But otherwise, you just spam the A1. Like, if I was starting out, I'd be looking for nested ally protection. Like Rear Guard, Sergeant, Taragi the Frog. Xenomorph, Venomage or something like that, Uragrim, like those types of champions. If you played for longer, Dark Kale, but that's unlikely to be right at the start of the game. Appreciate the follow, by the way, Talib. What are we doing? Oh yeah, gem training. I could 6-star somebody. I don't know if I need to. Because like what I don't like is when champions like this are just like sitting here like 6-star but not like ascended or doing anything yet, and then they have gear. So like I wanna level up people I know I'm actually gonna use. I got unlucky with the holidays here because they canceled the most recent CVC that would have been last week. So I'm like waiting to ascend Hilvi. I'm waiting to ascend Kraz, the last fusions, and Goffred as well. Like they're all built, they're all 6-starred, but I'm waiting till CVC to ascend them, and they skipped a cycle. Yuki Masa's down here as well. He's got gear on. Maria's got gear on recently. I think Xenomorph is naked. Yeah, I didn't put gear on him yet. I do plan to use him for some sort of faction war or something or other. But I think my issue is that I don't think he's gonna matter for this stage. Because the problem that I'm having is just keeping my team alive with like, this is a really annoying boss and it's hard to like heal. I don't know about you guys, but like Dark Elves is really bad for like cleanser, healer type champions for whatever reason. Because like, who heals here? Like Captain Tamila, does she heal? Yeah, she heals. I know Kaden revives. I don't think he heals though. It's like Mithrala cleanses, but she doesn't heal. I have Blind Seer, but she just gets smoked by the boss, and then that's kind of like, that's a wipe, right? I think Noct technically has a decent amount of healing in his kit. But with that particular... I mean, he wouldn't be booked anyways. But with that particular boss, because he's like swapping debuffs so often, like you're going to poison your entire team. Eventually. Anyway, that reminds me actually. What are we looking at in the Cursed City here in the back section? Anything crazy? Oh, this is the annoying one. I hate this Fire Knight variant.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play.
Noct is good unless the boss strips continuous heal. Yeah, that's the other problem, right? If he swaps, so it's tricky. It's tricky to use that type of champion. Ah, we got to do this one again. That'll be fun. Nothing crazy here so far in the back section. I'm not doing this. Alright, we're not full clearing Centranos, that's for sure. I'm not bothering with this Taurus. Rares only. Something or other. Oh god, this S18. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Okay, if Yukimasa can come into this stage, that's big. This stage was a pain in the ass like 2 rotations ago. The problem is it's the Hegemon stage. Double Hegemon stage. But even if he's locked out, then you could just A1 AoE block active skills, which is still useful. Anyways, I guess the point being, I guess Yukimasa, I could 6-star him. But it's gonna be like another week or so before I really get to the back section here, so... That's right with that. Oh, I do need to fight Lashun on normal, so we're gonna do that as well once I run through a bit of energy. Anyways. What's up, Mr. Danker? Blind Seer should have her HE change where she removes all debuffs, then places block debuffs in the shield. And the revive, she places block damage. I doubt they're gonna change her again anytime soon. But the A2 already, it heals as well, so I think Blind Seer is going to be the way she is. Blind Seer, she works fine. It's just hard to keep herself alive and keep the team alive. Unless I rebuilt her in like regen maybe. But yes, thank you for the reminder. I forgot. That's the title of the stream, guys. How could I forget? Assassin's Creed? Poggers? I think it's an awesome idea. I mean, I'm curious to see what factions they're all going to be in. I think they're going to be like the Turtles where they're not all together. But yeah, I'm a fan of Assassin's Creed. Maybe like fan might be a bit too generous. I'm a spectator from afar of Assassin's Creed. I never played the first one because I was told it was really repetitive and it wasn't worth a playthrough, so I like watched a speed run of it and that was good enough for the story. But I have played Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. I started but I didn't finish Revelations. And I'm not even talking about like when they came out. I'm talking like 10 years after they came out, so I'm like hella late. But yeah, I have Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Revelations, and then I also have Assassin's Creed 3, which I've not played. I've not played Black Flag and Beyond. I mean, technically I haven't played 3 either. Yeah, no, I know some people are saying they don't quite fit in the universe, but it's like, you know, I think at some point you kind of have to suspend disbelief. Like, obviously, you know, Predator doesn't belong in the universe, and Xenomorph and Turtles, and, you know, it's like, just let it be. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just cool champions in a cool game. But yeah, no, I think it's awesome. We get Ezio. It sounds like he's going to be like the free login one, 7 days. Plus, I guess the soul, technically. For that's how they do it nowadays. Then you got the dude from Black Flag, the pirate. You got Altair, I think, from OG. You got the chick from Odyssey, who is probably going to be in the new faction. Maybe even the first champion there. And who's the last one? Oh, the dude from Egypt. At least that's what I saw in the coverage of the video that was posted and then apparently removed. I don't know what happened there, but unofficially confirmed, so to speak. But yeah, I think it's dope. I think it's cool. I think it's gonna, I mean, just like with any other IP, it's gonna bring in new people who want to play with assassins in a game. So mission accomplished. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Neutral, positive? Gonna head off? Alright, right. Always appreciate you dropping in. As a non-player. Much love, much respect. Oh, I guess one of them has to be the event dungeon boss as well, right? Like from, if they were trying to be canon. Yeah. Oh, is it not Altair? I mean, I was looking at like, you know, stills of a recording of a video. So for me, it was very, I was like, who's that? Trying to zoom in, you know? Yeah, I don't know them by name. Like I said, I haven't played for Black Flag and beyond, so I don't know them by name, but I'll take your word for it. So yeah, Edward, I assume that's the main pirate dude. Cassandra. Bayek? Is Origins is Egypt, right? I think that seems familiar from memory. I thought there were only 5. You're naming 6, right? No. I thought there were 5. At least in the like the screenshots of the video or whatever. I think there were 5. I know for sure it's Edward, Cassandra, Bayek, Ezio. The 5th one to me looked like Altair. And I think, oh, that's what I was saying. From a canon standpoint, well, I guess they're all good, right? I think Altair is maybe the most questionable one, but my memory of AC1 is very, very faint. I know the leader of the assassins from AC1 was also the leader, spoiler alert, was also the leader of the Templars somehow. And like the Pope was involved? I forget. Or maybe I'm mixing things. Maybe the Pope is Ezio. I don't know. Been out of the game for a long time. Put it that way. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm keen to see how they're gonna work. I could see a world where they go the Ninja Turtle route, where they have some sort of Unity, Assassin's Unity or something. I don't know who they would appoint as the leader, because these assassins technically don't really interact with one another, aside from their bloodline / animus connections. But depends on what a canon, how canon they want to be. For me, like, historically speaking, like I said, I didn't really play them as they were coming out. I just got like the original ones minus AC1 just later in life when I could actually buy video games. But in college, I watched my friends play it a lot. I would just we just hang out in our rooms or whatever, and they play it on Xbox or PS3. I think it was PS3 at that time. So like I'm familiar with it, but I'm not like super versed in the universe. But for me personally, the reason I didn't like kind of dive in as it went further is just because I know a lot of people, and maybe this is just like the player base being different than me. I think they kind of pivoted, or they focused on just like the world building of whichever assassin they choose in the era and the time and all that stuff. Excuse me. But gosh, still have the post-viral cough, guys. I apologize. Technically still coming off the flu. But I kind of liked the real world relationship as well. And I feel like in basically all of the games since Desmond dies, spoiler alert again, they just kind of not forgot, but they just didn't care about the real world part. And it's just like they're just focusing on the past or the future or whatever, which I'm not Ubisoft, so, and the games sell, but I think that for me, that's why I wasn't a huge, like, I just haven't really played any of the more recent games, just because I don't want to just run around in the Viking era or run around in Egypt. I think that's awesome, but it's like, why am I running around in Egypt? You know? Yeah, that's me. I don't know. I think this is probably the most, like, not mainstream. That's not the right word I'm looking for. I feel like Assassin's Creed is one of like the younger, more modern IPs that they've collaborated with, if that makes sense. That's not like super nostalgia. Like, it's still nostalgic, but I think since the majority of the player base is like 30 to 50 years old, males, I think it's a little bit before their time, which is kind of interesting. But then again, I'm not super familiar with like Monster Hunter and the timeline for that, so maybe that's not exactly correct. Because, like, Predator is like 80s, right? OG Predator, at least. Aliens is what, 70s? Like, obviously there have been, many movies and shows and whatnot since, and comic books and whatever since then, but like the origin of the IP is super old. Prince of Persia inspired Assassin's Creed. That makes sense. The dungeon crawler. But I just mean, like, Assassin's Creed is like really modern compared to the other IPs that are more targeted for like the childhood of the active player base, which is like people in their 30s, 40s. Like, I'm in my 30s, so grain of salt there. But it just feels more modern than the other IPs they've gone for. Like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is like 80s, 90s. Like, you know, again, talking like original, like Atari time frame. Assassin's Creed is like 2000s, I think. Is that right? When did AC1 come out? Yeah, 2007. Yeah, that's late 2000s even. I guess when did Prince of Persia come out? '80s, '89. What is this headline? What the heck? Wait, whoa. Sorry, you guys can't see this. We took over Venezuela? Oh shit. Okay, well, I clearly have not been paying attention to the news in the past couple of days. Holy shit, apparently we took over Venezuela. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we're not gonna get too political here. That's fucking nuts. Okay. No new wars. No new wars. That is not the little push notification I expected to see this morning. Are we allowed to just capture presidents? Is that a thing? Okay. Oi, oi, oi. Alrighty. No, we're not. I mean, I kind of, you know, it was a rhetorical question, but that's okay. Okay. All right, where were we? Not quite there. I think we're almost out of energy anyways. Like, obviously I get 180 here, but we're not up to live arena just yet. We got 20 minutes. So yeah, I guess in terms of this Cursed City rotation, I will be maxing out Yukimasa. Well, I'll be 6-starring. I'm not gonna max him out. But it's good to know that he should, whatever be useful in that annoying stage. And more importantly, he's like hard CC compared to some of the other champions that I use for that stage, so that's good to know. All right, 1, 2. We're starting on the third one. Sorry, back to the Assassin's Creed topic. I wonder, are they just gonna call them excuse me, are they just gonna call them by their names? Because like Edward just doesn't sound like a raid champion. You know? No offense to any Edwards out there. But that's just by like happenstance that his name sounds like very basic. Versus like Ezio sounds like that could be a person or a champion. Like that kind of fits in the universe. And like all the other, was it Bayek? That's like Cassandra. Like these sound like more, I don't know, period names. Edward just doesn't roll off the tongue as much. Eddie? No, that's even worse. I would not call him Eddie. That sounds like a child. He's a man.
Hey, they screaming, this is my moment, my fate written, I'm chosen. Other spirits fall, but mine has ceased to be broken. You stripping down my pride, but time my only opponent. And lately I abide, but
It's just like a League of Legends theme or something. It sounds like it.
sacrifice mattered. All that blood, sweat, tears that I scattered. All that fake talk, fear that you splattered.
All right, I guess we're done.
Right here, a new chapter. Hey.
They used Donnie and Mikey. No, I don't think they did. Like they did here, but like in the game, they're actually their full names. Like he's Michelangelo and Donnie's Donatello, Raphael and whatnot, Leonardo. They're abbreviated for the sake of the mini screen, but I mean they're probably gonna call him Edward. Like that's his name, right? But it's just weird. That's a fair point, though. All right, Lishun. Yeah, if anyone is curious, I'm basically just steamrolling through normal, like not even really, like basically run everything on full auto. And I think there's a week and some change left, but I have like this area left, like this zone. Oh, actually, wait, I forgot. I left a boss out. Crap. Which one is that? I mean, it's on normal mode, so it's probably should be fine to fight. I think it's this dude, right? Is this the Freezy one or is this the Burn one? Yeah, it's the guy you freeze, I think. Oh, wait. Sorry, I forgot to check. He's immune to something. What is he immune to? What are you immune to? Oh, he's immune to burn. Ooh, that's actually bad. Okay, well, I mean, it's annoying. So we just gotta kill him first, otherwise we can't burn the boss. Alright. It's fine. I didn't plan this out, apparently. Alright, what do we got? We got Newt, perfect. We got Ninja, perfect. We've got... This isn't a perfect deck, but it's workable. So I think Ninja's basically enough burn on his own. I think Riho makes sense if we can get her in. We need turn meter fill. We need turn meter fill and reviving, so I like Kaja here. Because she does both. I need to check who's the fastest. She might be the fastest at 2... Actually, no, Rio's the fastest at 283, 285. 300. I'm not gonna use more again. We want to freeze and yeah, we do want freeze. Why did I kill the last side boss? I'm out of keys. I don't have any or energy. That's why. I forgot that I didn't kill the last boss because it was in the quadrant that I haven't fully explored yet. But I had it in my mind that I was like, yeah, we're gonna fight Lashun on stream. That'll be awesome. That'll be good content. Which is true. But I kind of derped here. It's all good though. Yeah, I mean we have burn from 2 sources, so I don't think we need Drexthar here. I don't really think it matters. I think Gizmak is overkill. I think we just bring in Newt, because Newt should be fine. So basically we just kill the minion as quickly as possible. And then we come back for Lashun. So we're just gonna spam our A1 with crowd in on this dude. We're gonna do this on the big bad boss, and we got unlucky with a bunch of resists. You hate to see it. Oh, what am I doing? That was stupid. Oh, Crowden's the fastest. Oh, right. Shit. Oh, 295. Crap. That's not going to work then. Newt's bad affinity for this dude. Do we just let Ninja do all the damage? I guess we do. Yeah, I need Crowden to do his job with the freezing, so I can't have him be the entangled target. And Crowden is in Relentless, if anyone's curious. But decrease accuracy on him. Oh, I should have attacked the boss with the brimstone. Oh well. I forgot. I need to be turn meter filling to get her off the entangle. Let's get his debuffs back on. Put the freeze back up. Ow. Ah, close, not quite. Alright, we heal here. Except, apparently she doesn't heal. Alright. He's down. So now we can burn. So now Crowden's basically useless. What? Oh, he okay. He had increased speed on, so he was technically faster than Morrigan. That's fine. Let's heal up a little bit. What's up, Darkside? How's it going, man? Oh, we got lucky there. She got a impulse proc. Yeah, my card to the right. I think she's like in like double speed gear and then one set of impulse for the cooldowns. Dude, my dude is tickling, bruh. He is tickling. Alright, Crowden is free. Big Deeps. And I think he dies to the burn here. Yeah. Alright, not bad. That wasn't perfect, but we made do. Alright, what do we got here? Attack with full stats. Alright, we'll keep that one. HP banner with no speed. Nope. Attack banner with no attack. Nope. Chaos Ore, I guess. Chaos Ore. Crit rate, speed res. Nope. I will Chaos Ore the boots. Not gonna waste on the gauntlets. Double single. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess that doesn't count, right? If you fight the boss, the mini boss at the big boss, then he still exists down there. Actually, I forgot on hard mode. I have not been refreshing this daily. Kind of forgot about it. Nope. 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 And nope. Okay. For anyone curious, what I'm looking for is, because I've beaten this guy, but I need to do 35 million, which is really tough, and I want Mikage Harima, and Harima's going to be like the sole DPS, and then just a respectable amount of supports around her. So ideally Riho with some AoE revivers, so like Galathir, Pythion, one of the two. Everything else is kind of optional. But yeah, I'm looking for Harima Mikage for sure for that, the ally attack synergy. All right, we got five minutes. See what we can do in Classic Arena. We could fight some harder teams for a bit. Let me finish off my hot chocolate here. All right. Yikes. This is a horrendous page. Good God. What's up, Crop? How's it going, man? Long time no see. Alright, this is my typical approach for Anti, what's his name? Volcanos. So the bolster set tanks the burns, even though we're going to be buffing a little bit. Gizmak breaks all the stone skin that I know is there. And then Carnage can block the passive. Okay, they have a supersonic Helicath. Thankfully, we're fast enough. Oh man, unlucky. We didn't spread anything. It's a protection Helicath as well. Okay. Busy grinding? Hey, same, man. Same. Yikes. Okay, it's a damage. It is a damage Helicath. Uh-oh. Oh. Unlucky. Temporal chains. It's definitely possible. It's just he didn't spread anything. Any of the useful debuffs, but just unlucky. Bad RNG. There we go. I was like, I'll go for Helicath because he's squishier, and now I know he's in protection. So now it's GG. Still have increased attack. They have a bunch of debuffs, so we just murder them. Cool. Not necessarily free to play accessible, that concept, but yeah. Do I have Yukimasa and or Hilvi and their souls? I have both the champions. I'm not going for either of their souls. Siphi, Arbiter, Odin, Rhodos. Excuse me. Alright, we're a Karima. Protection Necrit. Mr. Galley. We got double polymorph, 6-star on one of them, so that's unideal. If I run Mikage, she has the highest attack, so she will cleanse herself in Form 1, which is handy. Unless Rhodos just like absolutely pops off here, we should be fine. Good start. Damn, he's gonna get the block damage. Oh wait, no, we got lucky. Relentless procced. Okay, good. Never mind, he's back. Never mind, he's dead. Roller coaster of emotions. Okay. He's gonna get revived again though by Arbiter. Of course he doesn't weak hit. See, my Rhodos loves to weak hit Force Affinity. But of course, this is an enemy Rhodos. So an enemy Rhodos is guaranteed to hit every single time. Alright, so we're gonna use the AoE to cleanse that sleep off. Extra turn. A1 this. Oh no. That's so unlucky. She survived and then she counterattacked and slept us, so we missed our turn, bro. God. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna kill Siphi. And then we can kill Arbiter and then it's GG's. Alright, cool. Get a cough drop here. New to the game, if you don't use promo codes, will you be fine? Yeah. I mean, you could be fine. But I wouldn't recommend not using promo codes unless you have a reason not to. I think you might as well. It only helps. Alrighty. We've stalled for long enough. You're trying to use it and it's telling you you're not a new player? I mean, in fairness, I haven't made an account in 5 years. This is my it's my second OG account. I think there are certain promo codes that you have to use within like the first like week or the first 3 days or something like that. So it depends how new your account is. But if you're still in the early stages, I don't see any issue with just restarting on a fresh one and then activating the promo codes within the window. But yeah, I'm not personally an expert in that system. Because back in my day, we didn't have no promo codes. Any codes available now? I mean, there's so many. I don't know off the top of my head. I know like kitty cut. If you want to get Cheshire Cat. Various content creators, not myself, but various content creators have promo codes in their description of their videos. That have different offerings depending upon who. So whoever you watch and or like, check out their videos in the description. Should have some list of or should have a promo code that you might be able to use. Reddit can help as far as active promo codes, probably. I think Hell Hades, maybe hellhades.com, do they have a promo code section? I don't know if that's true. I mean, as far as the best one to use nowadays, though, I don't even know. I mean, I think Cheshire Cat's kind of super powerful early on. Because, like, early on, you have nothing that can reliably deal with block damage. So it's kind of a cheat code for PvP, at least. But, like, you know, Desert Queen is strong because Tuhana Rock. Right, she's not immediately, I mean, well, she is immediately useful, but she really helps you break into, like, Hydra and other bosses and stuff. But more importantly, it's a Void Legendary at the start of the game, which is kind of broken, so... But I think there's ways to get like Ugo and Tagore and Rector, Drath as well. I don't know. I mean, because there's a cooldown on the promo code, right? 24 hours. So I don't know how many. I guess you can only have 2, right? If you have to use them in the first 48 hours. So choose wisely. I don't know. Oh, we're so close. Okay. I think the next these 2 energy nodes should be enough for me to get the legendary tome for to get this guy. And then, yeah, I think I'm on track. I think it's possible for me to get everything I'm looking for. I'll focus on the Chaos Ores next. Obviously, Legendary, then Epic. But with a day and a half, 2 resets, I think I can get both of the ores and then the dust and the powder. I think so. I have nothing else to do anyways. Yeah, let's do some live arena. I talked about it a little bit last week, but I just want to highlight the changes to like the PvP related
Démarrer l'horloge. Enclencher le minuteur.
the PvP related champions.
Les minutes passent.
So Mesmel got an upgrade.
Menace.
She got my first, after 5 long years of playing this game, the first ever 6-star attack percentage chest that I've ever gotten on my account with speed and crit in Savage or Lethal. So, what is she at now? Almost 8,000, 7,500 attack. I don't use her that much in live arena necessarily. I think it depends on the enemy, but sometimes I do whip her out. But I also changed Carnage's. I gave Carnage her old chest. Originally, I had him in an accuracy chest, but I feel like his damage was a little bit too low. So I switched him to an attack chest. And then ideally this would be ascended to accuracy, but not attack. And then, of course, getting the blessing on Galathir from the Yuletide Path, or Yuletide Deck of Fate. So we finally got a blessing on Galathir, hooray! Life Harvest. And I guess technically Queen Eva got a blessing as well, she's 3-star, but again, she's probably not going to be useful in live arena per se. I do use her in Classic and Tag Team though. Anyways, alright, let's dive in. We got 20 fights to do, 20 fights. So we're going to do lots and lots of live arena, then we're going to call it a day here. So it is the beginning of the season. So we're very, very low on points. So the spread of enemies here could be absolutely crazy until we kind of get more season points. All right, I think my... trying to remember. I think my start now, I've gone back to Fabian first pick. I think that's where my current strategy is. Okay, a semi-leveled Hilvi. I mean, if he's leading with that, that means he's going to whip out a Tormin. I could steal Tormin here. Should I do it?
Écoutez. Enclencher le minuteur.
I'm going to steal Tormin.
Les minutes passent. Les flots menacent.
And then we'll fight speed with speed. I'll go Sify. I have a better blessing. Let's see how he reacts to me stealing Tormin. Because now he's stuck with a not fully leveled Hilvi. Okay, free to play. I like it. Marius Embrys. I think we'll go with the Mesmo. We'll whip her up. I think we have the advantage here. Because I could ban one of the DPSs. Unless he goes triple DPS, but I doubt it. Donnie.
Écoutez.
I think we ban Arbiter here. He banned Galathir. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna go for Empress first. Because he left in Fabian, which means he gets locked out, and there's not much he can do about that. But he could change forms, of course. Well, I guess he could reset. I guess we'll see. Do we weak hit on the Donnie? We do not. He's locked out. Okay. So she has to A1. Alright. He is dead. Want a submission on Hilvy? Didn't proc that time. We A1 over here. We just kill Marius. Get rid of the DPS. A1 here, so don't want to sleep ourselves. Go for the kill. Got it. I have a damage Tormund. Okay. Cool. Yeah, if you're gonna do that strat, I think you gotta pick them together. No, I don't think you can pick them separately. That's a really silly way to go about your draft. I think in the current meta, if you're gonna pick Arbiter, I don't think you have to pick her first. But maybe he's a little bit lower and less experienced in high level gold live arena. I don't even pick Arbiter that much anymore. But if I were gonna pick her, I'd pick her on the second or third cycle, not the first. I think she locks you in a little too hard relative to the current meta. Because then at that point, you're kind of inviting like a Nell or a Calvalax or a Hegemon. Again, assuming like you're going against a relatively knowledgeable and or high level opponent. Or even a Tormund as well. Because you know she's not going to be in Stone Skin. You can take advantage of that. Alright, we got Marius Carnage. That makes me think that we go Siphi Harima. So we'll match your increased defense, and we'll hard counter the demon. Assuming we go first. Let's see if he fights me for speed now, because he started double DPS. So what's his plan for the supports? Arbiter, there it is. Okay. Arbiter Commodus. Okay. Okay. So as it stands right now, we ban Arbiter. Because at this point, I need to go first. I need 2 block debuffs champions to go against Commodus, otherwise we just get bombed into Oblivion. So I think we whip out the Galathir here. And then the second DPS is the question. If we ban Arbiter, it's dangerous to run Arnorn into Marius. I could run Empress here. I think right now I have a slight advantage, but it all depends on his last pick. He has to pick a support there, though. He's got a speed aura locked in, but he only has 1 speed booster. And if he doesn't pick another one, then I go first by default, no matter what he does. Even if he bans Fabian, unless there's like a super. That's interesting. I guess it could be a super fast Yumiko. That's not the end of the world, though. He's gonna like if he picked the lockout, that means he's gonna ban my speed aura, which is fine. So there is a chance that he goes first with the Carnage aura, because that's a really powerful one. But I also have Intimidating Presence, which will weaken it a bit. So we'll kind of see. But there's a world where he goes first. It could also be a supersonic Yumiko. I haven't seen Yumiko in a while, to be honest. Everyone just kind of runs Fabian, but obviously I picked Fabian. We're loading. We're loading, okay. Whenever you're ready, game. Because I would like to fight this guy, you know. Sometime today. There we go. And no, we're faster. Alright, Stone Skin, Stone Skin. No pinpoint. Interesting. We go again. I think she cuts in here. She does not. Okay. Then we metamorph. He does that. Doesn't matter. We swap AoE. Should kill both of them too on the left. And it's basically GG at this point. But he could lock passives. He could switch forms here and try to kill them and just risk the weak hit. But obviously I have double revive. He could block actives as well, but I have the cleanse. So I didn't burn it. So now he's kind of SOL. He can still turn meter. He might as well try. There's no point metamorphing here. Yep, he's gonna go for the turn meter still, single target lockout. Wand of submission test. They're both demons, so oh, they're dead. Okay. I was like, but anyways, they're both demons, so Harima is guaranteed to provoke them and can't be resisted. So if they had survived, they would have been CC'd unless they had wands. All right, good start, guys. 2-0. Snake Slayer. We got Mochi. This is a rare day where I'm getting first pick a lot. Okay. At some point, I'm gonna use the turtles as well, probably. Okay, this is always scary. So he stole my Galathir, which is fair. So I think I'm still gonna go with the because so like if you lock in the supersonic, the common supersonic champion, in this case Fabian, it's a little bit safer to run the Siphi alongside it. Like he could still have supersonic on someone else, but it's a lot less likely when you take out the most common ones. So he split the difference support DPS. Now he's gonna reveal his plan. All right, he's got the chicken and Duchess. He could pivot to a Volcanos here. He could be hiding it. He's going okay. So if I'm him, based on who he's drafting, he's not gonna ban the Fabian because he has double mythical, so we can just change forms. So with that in mind, I think we want to run. Do we want to run Marius to just slap the stone skin off? Hopefully. Always ban Siphi. No, he's not banning Siphi here. That doesn't make any sense. I think we go with the lockout and the strip. See what we can do. So it's like we're countering the counter, right? So he's thinking Fabian ban or leave Fabian in, ban Siphi, and then oh, interesting. It's not what I thought he was gonna do. Okay, I thought this was gonna be like a Volcanos. Mortu Macabre and Demarius. That makes sense, but the thing is, Mortu can't kill Harima, so that means he might ban Harima? I'm more afraid of Empress than I am of the chicken. Yeah, he's banning Harima. Okay. So there's a really easy way that we get blasted here, and that's if the stone skin stays on Mortu and we don't kill him, then he perils Marius and we lose. So his odds of winning here are very high. And we broke the game. Oh, there we go. Ooh, high resistance. A high resistance Mortu. Yeah, we lose. Yep, we lose. Okay. GG's. Tough. A very high resistance Mortu. He resisted my Fabian. My Fabian has like 700 accuracy. And we absolutely activated Peril, so this fight's over. Well played, sir. I mean, we lose the either way because the chicken could just change forms. And then he kills at least 2 people here. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Hold on. That changes things because he killed Marius. So that means that Peril can't be used on Marius. Obviously, he's going to kill one of the revivers. We're not going to revive. Is he going to use Peril? Or I assume he will. He might as well. Yeah. I think he changes forms here. No, he doesn't. Huh. Well, I can't stop the chicken at all. This doesn't matter because she's dead. He has life harvest apparently. So we do this, and then he just AoEs again and we die. Or now he can just change forms and lock us out. Oh, no, he just wants the turn meter fill. It doesn't matter. AoE and we die. Yep. GG's. Outdrafted. Mythical Man wins on that one. How's it going, Erdness? Using Hilvi now a lot in live range. She's crazy good. I haven't seen her that much, but we might see her today. How do you have her built? Out of curiosity, Mr. Crop. I don't know what the meta is. I assume, you know, Stone Skin plus X, but I don't know what the X is. 9-piece Mercurial. How on earth do you have 9 pieces of Mercurial already? Are they like good pieces, or you just slapped it on her for the sake of the set? Like, the fact that you have 3 Mercurial accessories in the same faction, that being dwarves, is insane. With 1 rotation. That's crazy luck. I'm actually shocked. Smiley face, dip. Okay, just lucky. Right on, man. That's some good luck. Hey, like three accessories in the same faction on 1 rotation is insane. Just know that that's insane. Regardless of quality, I'm just saying, just rolling the same faction 3 times in unique pieces. Well, shit, I need to pick. Hold on. Marichka Empress. He's not telling me a lot. Okay, should we run it back? No, let's go Galathir, Harima. Oof, we're panic picking. That was, I don't know how I feel about that. Do you mind sharing Harima stats? Sure, I can do that after this fight. Ooh, he picked a Rhodos into Harima. Is he banning Harima? Is he banning Harima? Did he just show his hand? Interesting. Okay. He could still whip out a Taurus here. I doubt it though. I feel like he would have picked it in the second set, not the he wouldn't hold a Taurus, especially picking a Rhodos into Harima's very ballsy. I don't want to deal with them. Turtles. Nell. Okay. Was not expecting a Nell here. I think we banned the Empress. That's the biggest threat. This is only a 1-star lethal dose, so she, like, we're gonna get poisoned, but it's not gonna be that ridiculous. We're also not really a buff-heavy team necessarily. I guess a little bit of turn meter. Stone skin, stone skin, stone skin. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oi, oi, oi. Alright, Nell died. But obviously that's not going to do anything because the stone skin is stone skinning. She gets revived. We kill her. Oh. We remove the stone skin from Rhodos, but now Lethal Dose is gone. Or sorry, Nell's dead. Lethal Dose is... Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to cleanse. Alright, so poisons are negated for a while because Duchess burned the revive. Rhodos literally can't kill anyone. Yep, he can steal some HP, but he can't kill anyone. I think we reset here. We force out their 2 turns, and then we have Harima going, yep, right after Duchess. We AoE here, which kills Rhodos. Never mind, he has Aspect to Seroth. Okay. We'll save that heal for later. That's AoE here. That should kill everyone. Yes. They get reset. We A1 Nell to get rid of her passive. She does not have her revive or the increased attacker veil. Yep, A1s. We cleanse, turn meter fill, and then we have the A2 from Harima. We kill Rhodos. And we provoke Duchess. GG's. Or she has one submission. A1. GG's. Good try, sir. Yeah, I've said in the past, you know, Nell, Cavalax, they can be scary, but if they are not 5-star plus awakened, I'm a lot less scared of them. Because it's just, it's a lot more likely that you can just face tank the poisons. Even with like a fully maxed out Arachne Elixir, which is also unlikely. They probably have it at best at 5-star, but 1-star Lethal Dose, it's like, I think 50% more damage from poison, so like it's negligible by comparison. So she's not going to put out the damage. She doesn't even have the 2-star for the extra attack. So we just face tank the poisons. All right, Harima. My Harima is in one of my favorite builds on my account. She is in Lethal and Killstroke. So ignore defense and then the crit damage plus the speed. Total stats. 51,000 HP, 7.2k on the defense, 266 on the speed, full crit rate, 363 on the crit damage, and then 300-ish accuracy. With lots of ascended stuff. So she has a higher priority on my... Well, she had higher priority on ascending gear. Obviously, I've gotten other champions since then, but yeah, a lot of stuff has gone into her build. So that's why her stats are so high. Closer than expected. It depends. So Harima is not as strong as she used to be. Responding to both of you. She's not as good as she used to be, but she is still useful. And the main reason I'm drafting her is because I'm first picking Fabian. That practically guarantees that my opponent is going to get Marius and or Empress, and they usually go Empress nowadays. And so the reason I draft Harima into Empress is because on his alternate form, he ignores a lot of defense, right? But we still get this. So whatever he is ignoring is reduced by half. So when he comes around and does this and goes for Atomize with low accuracy, he's only ignoring 25% of our defense. So it's less likely to just fully decimate my entire team. That's the reason I still run Harima. If I had other, like, you know, more potent, powerful, passive champions, that's a tongue twister, I could use them as well, but yeah. Dark Elves and Undead in the Mercurial? Jesus, bro. I mean, I guess for Night Rev, I have all 3. Let's do a quick survey here. I think High Elves is 0. Yeah, 0. Lizardmen. Got Amulet and Ring. Skinwalkers, we've got 2 amulets. Bannerlords, we've got a banner. Sylvans, we've got, I guess, all 3, yeah. Ring, amulet, banner. Or no. Yeah. All 3. Maybe it's more likely than I thought. Just a ring for the orcs. For dwarves. Dwarves, we got 0! Nice! Yeah, 0 for dwarves. By happenstance. So my Hilvi cannot be a 9-piece Mercurial. Got a ring for dark elves. Undeads, we got 0. Demon Spawn, we've got Ring Amulet. Shadowkin, we've got Ring. Barbs. Banner. OT. Double Amulet. SO. 0. Not bad, but not great. I don't know. I think the set's not that strong, personally. But, I'm going to do the same thing I do for every single gear set. I collect good pieces, and I keep them, and I sell bad pieces. And if I could have my way, I want my Ancora, because I still run Ancora and Arceus as much as possible. I want her in 4-piece Chronophage and 4-piece Mercurial for the total guard. Like, that would be like my ultimate endgame build. I've basically given up on putting her in bolster just because the stats I want are impossible, literally impossible, without crazy luck from the Forge. I think we get bolster like twice a year or once a year now, and I get the 15 free ones, and so like it's just the odds of me getting like, oh yeah, HP percentage epic and, you know, speed boost double resistance is like so slim. Like, to get the piece and have it roll right and then get what, 30 pieces a year, like, it's just not gonna happen, unfortunately. I kind of gave up. Anyways, yeah, that's the plan. Oops. Don't really have too many options. I mean, yeah, that's a key. You got to use who you have at the end of the day, right? You know, it's kind of a blessing and a curse. I think it's nice to have a lot of diversity, but then at the same time, the problem with a lot of diversity is that your gear gets stretched thin. And I'm so glad that like Ash finally like had that epiphany recently, because for the longest time he was always talking about like, oh, just swap gear, just swap gear, just swap gear, and it's like, yeah, but what happens when you want to use Leonardo and Gallius in the same fight? Like, you can't swap gear in the middle of your live arena fight. You know, you need a basis of built champions. You know, you can't just gear swap all the time. So for me, like, I have a core set of champions who are like my go-tos, and then I have like tier 2, so to speak. But it also really depends upon the fight. I know Lou's not here yet, but he's a big fan of telling me to just run every mythical I have, but it's like, mythicals don't automatically win you fights. Some of them do. Some of them are just kind of insta GG, like a Commodus can be. Alright, so we got an Armons. I might leave him in. We'll see. But we've got Galathir Marius, which is my wave countering. Swap gear is good only for PvE. I don't think that's necessarily true. But I just think that if your focus is on live arena, it's it's not viable to have one good defense nuker gear set that you pass around, because if they pick that champion that has that gear at that moment, you're SOL. So you need you need multiple champions built if your strategy is be able to respond to what your enemy does. If you're just the one guy who runs the same strategy every time, you run Nell, Calvalax every fight, fair enough. It depends on your strategy. Okay. Armand's Noel. She's triple speed aura, but no speed boosting. No, lose here, damn it. Okay. I think we ban Armand's. He could pivot to another speed or he could pivot to a speed booster, but he already has triple speed aura, so I doubt he's going to go that. I think he's going to go more like support utility here. I think we whip out the Wukong here. We lock in the speed aura, speed champion, double reviver. We got Marish to counter mythicals if they change forms. We ban the Armands if that's a speed strategy. Marius can try and break the stone skin off, and then Wukong can clean up. Hefrak. Interesting. I guess it's a 6-star Crushing Rend Hefrak, which is odd. It's not a Lightning Cage. So unless there's a world here where we get horrendously unlucky, I mean, he could ban Marius as well. He might do that, actually. That'd be a risky play, though. But if we don't break the stone skin on Hefrak at all, then he could just kind of wham bam and we might die. But we'll see. No such thing as Classic Arena, just only live. You still gotta run Classic, man. And tag team. Alright, so now we're protected from the... I'm not gonna cleanse. We're protected from Gizmak Form 2. We're gonna... Oh! That was close! That was real close there. Alright, she revives. That's fine. Because they die. Woo! See ya. I haven't used Wukong in a while. That's satisfying. I don't even know... How is his gear? I haven't used him in a long time. How's it going, Zulo? What are we rocking here? 6k attack, 230. Oh man, he is slow. He is super slow. That might just be a gear limitation thing, though. I'm trying to think who has my best Savage sets. Attack Savage sets. They're on... Or, sorry. My best attack speed Savage sets. There's one on Queen Ava, who is more important than Wukong for general purpose. And then there's one on Herndig, who's my Dark Fate champion, but he's not super fast. He's only 250. But he does have like the good gloves, but these aren't fast. Like the weapon's fast, the helmet's meh. The shield is fast. Versus Ava, this is a fast weapon, this is a fast-ish helmet. That's just a filler. Uses 5-star. This is okay. This is Ascended. I think she's like she's 260. She's not even that fast, relatively speaking. But 238 is really slow, no? I think over the months, I've just stolen Wukong's gear because he's just been deprioritized. He has the same type of gloves as well. But they're crit, not speed. Oh, these are attack. These are attack and not speed. This is for crit rate purposes. These aren't great. These are good. Yeah, I think it's just a gear doesn't exist problem. It's a very common problem I have. Okay. Wondering if it's worth putting energy into 3x Savage if you can only do stage 16 on, I assume, well, hey, actually it has to be normal mode. Is that what? Wait. Oh, it's not 3x Savage right now. Is that starting? It is. Starts on Monday. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Yeah, full stop. Only way to get gear is to get gear, right? So, because it's like, you know, the pros and cons, right? Because you're saying I can only do stage 16, but it's either you do stage 16 and get what you get, or you don't run it at all and you get nothing. So I think 16 is like where farming a dungeons actually becomes viable in the first place anyways. That being said, you know, I would try to push to 20 if you can. But if all else fails, 16 is not bad. Still kind of sad you had a longer break when Wukong was gifted. Aw, you missed out. Yeah, it's a bummer. I have a second one. I wish I could give it to you. Ooh. Got a 12k guy. This is going to be bad. Have we been first pick 100% of the time? I think we have been. I'm pretty sure I've gotten first pick this whole time, which is odd. You only have Armigers return me to controller. Only Armiger? How old is your account? Okay, we got a Neve guy. Two weeks. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, 2 weeks is not bad to farm stage 16, to be fair. So I wouldn't be sweating that. All right, so there's two ways to go about dealing with a Neve, right? You can try and control them, even though you anticipate 9-piece protection, which means everyone's going to be protected, or you go the more defensive route, which means that they're going to try and wait you out by putting, you know, block damage and unkillable. And my response to that is I will do the same. So I'll go Leo, and if we go first, then we just hide under unkillable, wait out their block damage, we can't die, and we kind of go from there. Oh, that's annoying. I don't like the nice pick. We have to ban the Armons here. If I'm him, I think I still ban the Sif, or sorry, I still ban the Fabian. Because if he leaves in Fabian, even if he's in 9-piece protection on Neve, I can still ignore block damage. No way he whips out a UDK, bro. Brother, that dude's been retired for years. Unreal. Who whips out UDK in 2026, bro? You're nuts. Oh, okay. Nope. Rejected. Cleanse. She's gonna ally protect. I think. Oh, he just went for the AoE. Why did he do that? Alright, well, he changes forms here. He goes for the kill shot. Brodos can't die. Donnie might die. Leo will passive will proc. Sify survived somehow. We kill Neve first. Then we hope and pray for an extra turn. We don't get it, of course. And then there's nothing we could do. Armand has to A1. I think we just A1 Armands. Hope we kill him. Yep. He has to change forms now. There's no, like, he can't kill any. I mean, he could try to one shot, but we're too tanky right now. Nope. Okay, he wants me to force him into form 2 for some reason. We're gonna ally protect ourselves. We're gonna A2 here. Force him to change forms. He should protect himself. AoE here would be silly. Yep. Which is good. That's exactly what I want. That was pointless. He activates Rotos, which means I can then... Oh, no, he doesn't! Oh, you bastard. Okay. That's fine. So we can kill Nice, because we have Rotos. And then Leo... Oh. Well, no, we A1 here. We kill this. We have unkillable, so we don't die. We ignore the block damage. And he dies. And then I just A1 here and hope we don't die. There we go. Alright, GG's. Cool. Navigated. And that, folks, is why mythicals are not an automatic win condition. That is why. You should have banned Sify. Maybe. The UDK is a bold pick. Like, I get it. Like, it, you know, Lizard Brain activating, you're like, oh, I'll counter the Rotos. But it's like, I can just ban the UDK. Because, like, I know I could tank the rest of it. Like, you can't, this is a not, you can't one-shot this team. Like, Leo has his passive. Donnie has his passive, which protects someone else. Rotos has his passive. The only person you could potentially one-shot is Sify, but she's tanky. Right? It's not just going to be an insta one-shot, you know? But also, I think he should have changed forms on Nice sooner. He did it too late. Or I guess he didn't do it at all. He let me do it. And then when I did it, he was super low health. And then I was like, well, I have ignore block damage now, and you're low health, so I could just kill you. I could finish you off. And I knew he was going to protect himself, which is, again, was the wrong move. He should have gone for the AoE. Or maybe even an A1 to heal up. Anyways. Whenever you see the ghost? Ghost? You mean Fabian? Or Rotos? Nice is probably the scariest pick. He absolutely can be. Let me not downplay the power of Nice. Nice can absolutely destroy. But it's not an automatic win condition. That's my only argument. I've definitely lost in many fights to a Nice solo, for sure. But it depends on the gear, it depends on the team, it depends on the circumstance. It depends on when you change forms, if at all. So there's so many other factors that determine whether or not Nice is going to work. I have one too, by the way. And you'd see I don't use them that much just because... What tends to happen for me is that I go first, the enemy has Stone Skin and a Marius, and then they don't die for whatever reason, and then Marius activates, he damages Nice enough to make him change forms, he changes forms, metamorphs, procs Marius is A1, then he dies, and then like Soul Reap finishes him off or whatever. So like, most of the time my Nice doesn't really get to see any action. But if I draft Marius, then that kind of changes things. Anyways. So we got a 6-star Polymorph and a 1-star Empress. So he stole my Sify. So we're gonna go Well, we're gonna go what I said, alright? With the Harima Galathir. When opponents pick nice, it's a loss if you don't ban him. It depends. You know, it depends who you're going against, right? On average. I'm such a low, comparatively low level, I'd imagine, compared to you, that the nices I deal with aren't like this, the +4, 6-star awakened, you know, nices. Like that dude had like, I don't even know if the nice had any awakening at all. Mine was only 1-star as well, so he's not like gonna, he's not gonna wreck you. Okay, Sephirothos, nice, with a Pythion. I don't have that many Force Affinity nukers. He stole Empress from me. I think we just run Marius and Korra. I don't know who he's gonna pick here. The Pythion pick is odd. For a guy at 14k, it's a really weird choice. And Armons. The problem is, I doubt it, but he could ban Harima here. I don't think he will. I think we leave in the Siphi because we have Supersonic on both of these guys. On Fabian and Galathir. Excuse me. He's afraid of Marius. Okay. So we banned his speed aura, but he's gonna go first. There's no way my Galathir is faster than a Siphi. But we're in Supersonic, so if he does the Siphi thing, then we just cut in. Or when he does the Siphi thing. Whenever you're ready, sir. Whenever you're ready, sir. There we go. Resisted on 2 of them, unlucky. Damn. Normally, I would switch forms here. But I can't risk the 50-50 on Pythion. Wait, I should have... I should have done that on Rhoda. Well, no, okay, what are the Fallen? I don't know if it really mattered. I don't think either of them would have died to the triple hitter no matter what. Okay, actually, no, this is good. So, Pythion burned his cleanse, which is exactly what we wanted. So now I can lock Empress in Form 1. Rhoda still cleanse, but that's fine. He can't one-shot anyone with Harima's passive. Yeah. Okay. I was like, at least I believe so. Pythion is not cleansed. How did he resist? Oh, Wanda submission. Hey, my goat. So he has his A3 up, which means he's going to kill Ankora, but he can't kill her because... Oh, never mind. Okay. I guess he did enough damage. The aspect of Stealth didn't matter. Ah. We got counter-wanded. Alright, we kill him. Oh! Okay, alright. He has us to revive, unfortunately. Oh, Siphi's fat. Damn it, she's gonna sleep me here. Unlucky. Well, he's not gonna weak hit because RNG hates me. Yep. And then we lose. Okay. We got Rhodost. Bummer. Like that's why like I hate, not hate going against Rotos, but like when I run Rotos into Force Affinity, I never get that lucky. I weak hit like 6 times in a row, and it's so tragic. And then when it's the enemy Rotos, extra turn on every single A1, and then he never weak hit. He didn't weak hit. I think he weak hit 1 time for the 6 times that he hit both of my Force champions, which is like, okay, sure, man. All right, we got a 6-star Marius with polymorph. Why you do this? 6-star intimidating presence arbiter. You need a death dealer on Rotos? Is that a relic? All right, we're gonna ban Marius. We're gonna run my one of my pocket strats here. Unless he does something crazy that makes me pivot. But this is a pocket strat. Oh. Never mind. Abort, abort, abort. Okay. The relic for guaranteed crits? I don't... Is that a mythical? I don't have that. I mean, by that logic, sir, I should have just used my Arbase and my Nell. And other things I don't have. From Live Arena? I don't do... Oh, I don't do Live Arena enough to get the mats. There's no way to win this matchup here. I think we're gonna try our luck with Gizmak. But he has double turn meter boost. So like there's no way to stop the carnage here. I mean, I guess I could ban the carnage. Nah, this is over. There's no way to win this. I mean, I guess in this case we just ban the carnage. So we keep our passives. He bans Leo, yep. But it doesn't matter. We're just gonna get blown up here. There's nothing we can do. Yeah, like I don't have the time to max out the Live Arena materials. Also, my win rate's not that great. So it's just not practical for me to get the mythical relics every month or whatever. And then I just don't have that many things. Yeah, we just die here. There's no way to win this. He doesn't have Soul Reap. But it doesn't matter because Empress just comes around and kills us here. Even if, Galathir will survive because of his passive. Oh, never mind, he won't. Actually, he could have just A1 there and I would have died to Necrosis. But we died of Necrosis, so we just died. Okay. What's my win rate? My win rate's like 55%. So that means I would need to be doing like 15 plus fights a day, which I just don't have the time for 2 weeks straight. And it also means I would have to spend gems every day to buy a refill. It's just not... I don't have the time and it doesn't feel worth investing in. But if and when, or I should say when they transition to 24/7 Live Arena, I'm going to be more interested. For sure. Alright, we got a 6-star Intimidating Presence Wukong, which is odd. 6-star Polymorph Armand, who's most likely getting the ban. I anticipate, well, it's a Cruelty Mikage. That tells me she's more PvE focused. Cruelty Mikage is more PvE focused. He didn't do the Titan event for some reason to get her to 4-star. So she's probably not gonna. He's probably a newer player. He has 3,000 points. So I think we can fight him for speed. And then I think we can run Harima here. Although maybe Sify would have made more sense, but it's fine. And then I'm probably gonna whip out the. Oh. That's what we're doing, eh? Okay, that's fine. I was gonna run Mezzo, but that's not an option anymore. So, oops. He's has to ban Galathir, unless he's knows that I'm. You know, he has to ban Galathir because he wants to run the Cavalax. But if he bans Galathir, then I go first. Yep. Although he has the better aura, or the better blessing, so maybe it's a super fast Armons. I guess we'll see. What's the point of grinding for mythical match only to get an Axis Serpentis? Is that the... I guess that's one of the legendary ones, I think. Honestly, for my Rotos, I want a Gore Crescent. No Stone Skin. Interesting. Double weak hit. You love to see it. So Mikage's gonna cleanse Wukong. No matter what we do here. We kill Armons because Armons. We activate his passive, but he's provoked. And now he's petrified. And then we just kill him, right? Oh, well. Well, Wukong's locked out. So all he can do is A1. I guess I would A1 Marius here if I were him. Or at least try to. Oh, unlucky. Fear procs, of course it does. And then they die. The Marius. Aw, he denied me the win. Or not the win, but the... He denied me the kills. We're 6-3 so far, folks, by the way. Oh, we got a baseline avatar. One of the OG avatars. He doesn't have one of the any newer fancy ones. Respect.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What you playing, man? Shush Panator.
I, Lady Gillespie, am proud to present to you
I have no idea what that name is supposed to mean.
and his robot jazz band.
Are we timing out? Something about not having time for live arena, especially when people time out in the draft. All right, speed, cool. We locked in the speed aura. He has a higher ranking than me, which makes me be cautious. The Wukong Arbiter basically locks me out of speed aura, a second speed aura. That's another one of my problems where like I don't have a lot of good speed auras that aren't like overlapping like utility slots. Like I would never draft Armons and Fabian together because that's way too greedy. because then you have to pick 2 DPS, and then your last pick is a reviver, and then it's very, very easy that they could ban the reviver, and then if they go faster, or if they're faster, you just lose, right? Because you have double CC, no revive, and double DPS. And so just like looking here, right, it's like I have Fabian, I have Carnage, Ancora, Wukong. That's basically it. It's like I need like a R-base Lazarius. I can't get He-Man obviously with the champion pass, but like I need more nukers and or like revivers with speed auras. Don't exist. Odin here is a weird pick because he has no void champions. Commodus is also a weird pick. I think I'll call his bluff here. I'll ban Arbiter. And even if it's like the fastest Odin known to man, which I doubt, we should still go first. And then we have two sources of block debuffs for the Commodus. There's a baseline Commodus as well. Is this a bot? No, we won the last fight, right? Or did we lose? A 5-star intimidating presence Alice. Just when you think you've seen it all. Ooh, is this dark? You banned the Siphi for no reason. I guess, I guess if Odin were to get a turn, right, he could strip things off. There's always a reason to ban Siphi. I don't think there is, man. Like, if you have Supersonic, you want Siphi in because you just cut in automatically. It's guaranteed. You know? Oh, wait. The Commodus is faster than the Odin? What is the speed tune, my guy? Okay. What? I don't even know what to make of that fight. In what world is your Commodus faster than your Odin? Like what? Fuck Siphi. Man, what did Siphi do to you, man? Like, I remember in the, you know, in the older days, she was more annoying than she is now, with the sleep, but like with the, but maybe that's just like a champion roster type thing. I've gotten a lot more ways to deal with her. Ah, damn, we lost our streak of picking first, or maybe that happened already. I don't remember. Empress, cool, cool, cool. We could try a different strat here, actually. Yeah, let's try a different strat. Let's go Turtles. Donnie Leo. Let's see if we can run our the strat I wanted to run earlier. It depends what the rest of his team is. We're floating the Fabian, which could be dangerous. Okay. That's fine. We banned the Armons here. My strategy will still work. So we go Ancora Galathir. And we're going in this order because it allows me to pivot the DPS if he tries to screw me over, which he did not. Okay, cool. So we ban Armons, we deal with the other two, and then we whip out the Arnorn. So now he's in a box. We have double Stone Skin passive, and the ability to one-shot is very, very low. Okay, that's even better. So now Donnie's passive will protect Arnorn from dying, but it might also proc the passive at the same time. And we do have a speed aura. And it doesn't matter if we're locked out because I can reset with Ancora on her A1, or if I have enough resistance, I can reset with Donnie. We're gonna A1 here. We're not gonna waste our abilities. Same thing. He locks us out. Extra turn denied. We reset. We're back in business. Please buff up. Thank you. He changes forms. He goes for the AoE. Or, well, he's going to A3 first. No, he just goes straight for the AoE. Okay. Activates the passive. Rip DPS. Thank you, sir. We heal up. We have Stone Skin, so we kill him for free. Extra turn. And we kill Elva. And then, for owners, at best, he can kill Ancora here, but he cannot kill my entire team. It is impossible. He just AoE'd, so all he can do is A1, and we have Veil. Okay, and of course he doesn't weak hit because affinities aren't a thing anymore. And he dies. GG's. Cool. Yeah, so this is my pocket strat. I don't get to use it all that often, but it's like, so it's an anti-lockout draft, and it's all passives. So either, like, so if they ban Leo, which they did here, then they have to deal with Arnorn. If you lock him out, doesn't matter. His passive triggers automatically when you bring him low, and Donnie will keep him alive. And then Donnie can reset him if need be. Or they ban Arnorn, and they have to deal with Leo, who is basically the same thing. It's not automatic, because it's not all 4 turtles, but he still has a passive where he just can't be one-shot. Unless you, well, he can't be one-shot. But if you're, you know, if you're doing a big AoE from Empress, for example, it's typically not enough to one-shot a Leo without, you know, proccing Donnie's passive or whatever. Anyways. And then the Ancora slot could be Siphi or Ancora. It kind of just depends. Because he went double CC, that's why I went for the Ancora there instead of like a Siphi. We fought this guy before, I think. Or maybe not. I think we did. The name doesn't seem familiar, but maybe I'm just thinking of someone else who also had Mikey as the pick. All right, Mr. Free to Play over here. We got a Life Harvest 5-star Empress. We got a 5-star Crushing Rend Marius. Okay. So we go Siphi Harima. Try to tank one of these DPSs. The rest of the team will dictate which one I'm more afraid of. taking his time. We're 8-3 so far. 8-3. 11 fights in. This will be number 12. He's thinking. Surely you had a strategy when you picked these two guys, right? What's your strat, man? Theodosia. Okay, so we got an unkillable. Potentially unkillable. Arbiter looks like a good ban here. Arbiter looks like a good ban. If I'm him, I'm probably getting rid of the Fabian, which is pretty, like, default. But he could ban the Siphi. So I think we're gonna rock the Mezzo Galathir here. And we probably sacrifice the Fabian. It could be a Supersonic Theodosia, but I'm betting that it's not. I could be wrong. I think we ban Arbiter and we try to make the play to go first here. I'm pretty sure he bans Fabian. That's mostly the threat against him. Ooh. Neve. Okay. That changes things. Alright, so in that case, we let him go first and we just ban one of the two DPSs. I'm a little bit more afraid of Embers than Marius. So it might take some time, but essentially, if we can kill Marius and block revive, he's dead. Forever. Damn. Unlucky. I wouldn't even A3 here. I would just AoE. I don't remember what Theodosia's other move is. It's like something about sleep, right? I think it's something about sleep. Right? Yeah. AoE sleep. Jesus! Holy moly, she's built for damage. Okay. That was unexpected. I think we have a Hail Mary play here. Oh, damn, he's fat. Damn. Alright, GG's. Unlucky. Essentially, that was a desperation play of like, if I can get 100% Terminator, be ahead of the Marius, I go for the block revive on him, and then we just try and tank the Neve with the Siphi and get another, but like, that's so unlikely. Let me remind myself what she does. Okay, so it's an AoE attack that steals all your buffs, block buffs, and decrease defense. And they're protected if you're slower than her. And then this is just places asleep and decrease speed. And then decreases Terminator. Okay. Yeah, the Neve pick there tripped me up. I was prepared to ban the Arbiter and fight him for speed. Which Maybe that still would have been the right play in hindsight. The problem is I wasn't set up for it, because if they had Stone Skin on Marius, well, they didn't have Stone Skin on Marius just by happenstance, but if they had Stone Skin on Marius and Empress and I left them both in, and then they're also under block damage, it puts me in a really rough position. Right. So, but again, if you're running Supersonic 4-piece, it doesn't matter if Sify goes first because you cut in, right? Like, that's my point from earlier. So, like, she goes first, sure, but you effectively cut in and go next, so it doesn't really matter that she went first. It matters if you can't deal with her buffs. Her buffs are irrelevant. Like, they're so not irrelevant, but there are so many champions, unless your only strategy is bombs or something, right? There are so many champions you could ignore so much of that stuff or just chomp through it no matter what, that it shouldn't matter as long as you cut in with the right type of champion. Like, you cut in with an Armand, you cut in with the Fabian, you cut in with something else, even if she's in 9-piece protection. We're susceptible to being sheeped here, but we'll see if we can run the pocket strat back. Okay. So, there is a world where he just sheeps Leo with the Armands. Where the Fabian doesn't really matter in this equation. This is all about the Armands here. Damn! Wow. Okay, I was not expecting a full lockout, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have a lot of resistance. This is a bad situation now, because this will proc the passive, and then Marius is going to remove it. Yeah. Props to him. That's a strong Fabian. Wow. I didn't expect the full lockout there. For the record, my Galathier has about 700 resistance, and my Donnie has 772, so just under 800. So that means, unless we just got 3%ed, that means that Fabian had 800 accuracy plus. Which of course is possible, but I'm willing to take that bet that my opponents don't have 800 accuracy. And we were wrong, so tough. Because I'm not even that high, I'm at like 600. Alright. Sometimes you gamble on your champions and their gear, and you lose. So, the thing is, even if I had banned one of the CC champions, I would have banned the Armands. I wouldn't have banned the Fabian. So the same thing would have happened. I always take my chance against a Fabian. I think he's like, Fabian is more scary but Armand's is harder to deal with, if that makes sense. Like well, it's a lot easier to counter Fabian than it is to counter an Armand's. I find, at least. All right, we're just gonna double down on speed. I'm gonna say that he does not have a Cavalak Nell Hegemon. I could be wrong. Armand's Crixia. All right, we're gonna go cheese. We're gonna whip out the the Tormund Gizmak combo. We ban the Armands here. He does have a Cavalax. Okay, we ban the Cavalax. He bans Fabian. Yep. Unless there is some just ungodly force against me, we should go first here. 6-star intimidating presence over the 2-star that he has, and my arbiter is like 400 something. So. Oh wow. Okay, that's bullshit. There's absolutely no way or no reason that a Crixia cuts in there with 1 buff from an arbiter. That's an insanely fast Crixia. Alright, we gotta risk it. We just tanked the Maris hit. We did not get enfeebled. We kill Crixia here. And then, at least with this, Armands can't sheep whoever he wants, but he can still stun us. He has to throw the sheep here. Oh, the polymorph procced. Rip. Well, I guess... No, it doesn't matter. We lose. Because that's gonna kill... Oh. Wait, that didn't kill them both? If he buffs, he might get frozen. Which, of course, you wouldn't do. And we die. Okay, yep. Okay. We're on a losing streak here, boys. That was 3 in a row, I think. So we should get a bot. That's so unlikely. Personally, I have never cut in on an arbiter with supersonic. It's never happened. I'm not fast enough. I would need my Fabian to be like 400 speed. Like, just because the arbiter, like, she's doing a buff, obviously, but the turn meter fill that she adds, the 30%, is just so much that supersonic is negligible by comparison. So that was a ridiculously fast Crixia. It was just unlucky. You put your Taurus in 4-piece supersonic? I have my Empress now in 4-piece supersonic. For anyone wondering why I picked Deacon, it's because this is a bot. So they're going to ban the first choice. So I'm sacrificing Deacon for the greater good. Free win, we take those. Getting a call from Spam Risk, my favorite cousin. Love Spam Risk. A quick classic easy fight here. We're 9-6, so we definitely went on a bit of a a loss streak there, but we're still ahead. Barely. All right, one last refill, then we'll call it a day here. Make it a nice even 20 on the fights. Excusez-moi. 4K. We've got some sort of Russian or Ukrainian clan, I guess. But an English name, which is interesting. Ah, stole my Fabian. Okay. So this one is not 6-star awakened. So maybe we can resist this guy. Lazarius Arbiter. Okay, well, Speed Aura's locked in. Got it, got it. I think we're gonna run the Gizmak Torment again. Yep. And then we're gonna ban the block debuffs, which is Lazarius. He's afraid of Leo, as you should be. But now, the Stone Skin is at risk of burning off. Arbiter has to go first. Fabian's probably next. So if those, or when, oh, there's no Stone Skin. Oh, well, this is awkward for him. Does he risk it? Is he a Ooh, he is a gambler. He went for the, wait, he wasted the revive. Why did he waste the revive? Understandable choice, but nonetheless unlucky for you, sir. GG's. That's wild to me. Like, he's a gambler, but like a silly gambler. He used the A3 on Arbiter, or the A4. Isn't that a lower amount of turn meter? 20%? 30%? Yeah, that's a lower turn meter. Weird. He burned the revive for no reason there. Which means he still could have gotten frozen by Torment. I guess the only logic I could see there is that instead of rolling twice to get frozen by the buff and the turn meter fill, you're just rolling on the turn meter fill. And of course, you know, considering my relationship with RNGesus, you know, 0 out of 4 people got frozen, despite 4 people getting their turn meter filled with the Torment. So that's my luck. This is why I don't trust my Rotos into Force Affinity matchups. How's it going? Guillaume? I don't know how to say that. I will assume I'm correct, unless corrected. Alright, come on, buddy. You gotta have some kind of strategy. It's literally your first pick. Classic, okay. I really need more responses to Empress, but I just don't really have them, unfortunately. Like in Tag Team Arena, I usually, when I see an Empress, I just go Mesomel Block Revive. But that's just really, that's a risk in Live Arena just because of, you know, Calvalax and Nell. Like Index, the one time I picked Arbiter first, they whipped out a Calvalax in response. Or not first, but I picked her early. So, gotta be careful with that. But they have to go to, well, they don't have to. Most likely they go 2 supports here. I doubt this is the triple DPS comp. Double speed aura. Okay, it's a baseline Laz, so that gives me confidence in my speed. So we ban the Armons for sure. I think we do it. He could whip out a Cavalax, but I'm guessing that he won't. Most people ban Fabian. UDK. Why would you? Isn't this the Hydra blessing? It's like or I guess it's not Hydra specific, but it's the one where like the fear doesn't do anything to you. Harmonic Impulse. Oh, he banned Harima. That's odd. Okay. Well, I have the advantage here. Unless this is the absolute tankiest Empress known to man, he is dead. Or reaction. So, Stone Skin gives me confidence because Stone Skin should be Stone Skin Savage. So we lock out. Resist on UDK irrelevant. We kill Empress. Alright, so he's down, or he's dead. Lazarius passive does nothing, and then Marius is locked out. He can only A1, and we have block debuff, so we're not going to get enfeebled. I didn't see if he locked out here. I don't, yeah, I have no clue actually. Ah, he wasn't.
Ignore them hiding truth. You know we sliding through.
Actually,
I know you're right.
wait, whose turn is it? Oh, it's my turn. What am I doing? The Marius A1 might might kill Mezimel here.
I'll feel cold like mine.
We can't do anything to UDK, but we're gonna try and place the fear. Reduce the cooldown. So literally, if I get another turn with Mezimel, then Marius is dead. And UDK as well, actually. If I'm him, I AoE here to try and place Decrease attack. Nope. I would try to kill Mezimel with Lazarius here on the A1. Or just change forms, honestly. I would change forms here. I don't know why he didn't do that the first turn, to be honest with you. Opportunist or Cycle of Violence for PvP Taurus? Cycle of Violence. The odds of you... Or, not the odds of you. The odds of the target you stun not dying is so low. And like, you not placing the stun... Or, wait. You placing the stun and them not dying is ridiculously low. So, you might as well get the cooldown reduction. Oh, that was close. Oh my god.
I see you shining. I'll feel cold like mine.
Alright, GG's. Oh shit, he's going Hail Mary. He's going for the Hail Mary play. Uh-oh. Are we dead? Ooh, respect. I respect the Hail Mary play. I respect the Hail Mary play. Hats off to you, sir. Did we just double weak hit? Of course we did. God damn it. Okay. Oh, we're just weak hitting all over the place. That was three weak hits in a row. Spirit Affinity versus Magic. We double weak hit on an AoE from SML, and then we weak hit on the lockout from Fabian. Oi, oi. Jesus. Like, I totally understand that I'm quoting, like, purely anecdotal evidence here. But, like, you guys see what I'm talking about, where, like, I have zero faith in RNGesus when it comes to PvP. Like, in that case, it didn't matter. But when it does matter, that same thing happens where it's just weak hit, weak hit, weak hit, weak hit. And it just never works out. Like, confirmation bias, full disclosure. But, like, man. That's why I always try to have positive affinity matchups in live arena, because I do not trust not weak hitting. All right, so I have to assume that this is a very, very fast, well, he's a low level. He's not even 100. But still, it could be a very fast Padraig or Patrick. I think this is a good time to whip out the nice. Oh, interesting. It could also be a really fast Mikage, but that's a lot less scary. The nice what? Alright, dad jokes, calm down. It's French name. Oh, okay, okay. Cool, cool, good to know. That's the fun fact. The one language I want to learn in the world, even though I've never really tried, is to super fast Mikage. Oh no, super fast Osgrin. Interesting. Oh. Is French. Well, it'd be redundant. Oh, no. Okay, she's gonna go for the weaken. Or the stun? It'd be redundant to stun me here, no? You're going for the weaken, right? No, redundant stun. Interesting choice. Yeah, nice strat. But not fully fleshed out, because his Wukong and Thor are too slow. He can A1 Mezimel and try to kill her. It doesn't really... Wukong's dead no matter what he does. Oh, wait, what? I guess he could ally attack? I don't think I locked him out. I think I weak hit here. Oh, never mind. Alright. Lock revive. Actually, I should have killed Thor there. That's fine. Interesting choice. We're in control here, so I'm just gonna A1. Mikage's in this form, so now she won't cleanse the attack nuker. So now he has to deal with the fear. Okay, he has chosen death. I don't know why. Of all the people to A1, hey. I don't think that was the play there, sir. Okay. 12 and 6. Wait, is that right? Oh no, we did. Oh, yeah, we did win all 4. Okay. Whoa, that was a really fast queue. Okay. All right. Fabian. Empress Marius. Shocker. Yeah, I guess the problem is that my way to control Empress and or Fabian is to reduce their buffs. But every time they ban Fabian, and so that's what puts me on the back foot. Which means that I should be indexing into Burn Off the Stone Skin to respond to this combo, which is a very common combo. So we're gonna go. Okay. Okay. There's a way around this. And his name is Carnage. I can deal with these four, even if he picks a Calvlax or a Nell here. So we're gonna go first. I'm gonna lock in the speed. And we ban whoever this is. Yep. I'm ahead of him. I'm ahead of him. The only problem is if Gizmak hits too hard and activates Siegfried early, which is very possible. Which he did not. Okay, perfect. So, GG's. Oh no! He killed him before he placed blocked active skills! Oh no! I hate when that happens. We're screwed. That absolutely sucks. Wow. That's so dumb. Oh, right, we blocked his passive, so there's no necrosis. He used the AoE, right? But he can still change forms in AoE again, so we die. Man, come on, dude. That's so stupid. How does that even make sense? If you die to the second hit, that means I hit you. Which means you should get the debuff, right? Am I crazy? Does that not make more sense? Oh, that's so stupid. Like, I had him dead to rights. Literally, if I just place block active skills, I win that. It was just block passives. Wow. Carnage hit too hard? What do you do there? I guess I should have gone for Empress, who's a bit tankier. But I wanted to make sure I killed the target. That's why I went for Marius. That sucks. Alright, well. Oh well. Here's what it is. I had the strat. I won the strategy there. I just lost to... I don't even know how to describe that one, to be honest with you. Alright, we got Nabata. Honestly, because he floated Marius, I'm gonna steal it. This leaves the gate open that we could ban Arbiter here. Try to fight him for speed. Gurgo, Soul Reap, that's scary. Lydia's a choice. We're gonna run Vogoth for the bolster set. No, doesn't make sense. What do we do here? The Lydia is what's annoying me the most. I need a double revive. Nice and Siffy for the antifreeze. Wukong. I think it's a risk, but if we ban Arbiter, there's no, I mean, that's not no way, but it's really, really unlikely that the rest of these guys are perfectly speed tuned to go one after the other without me being able to do anything. He gets rid of the speed orb, but that's not really that important. So yeah, the odds are very slim that his full team goes before me. And if Lydia goes and buffs, then we have Supersonic on Galathir. Okay, this is a non-savage Empress. Weak hit. Why do I even bother? Why do I even bother? I was like, we'll risk it. We'll just see if we can actually not weak hit for once, right? You know? Unlucky. Oh, unlucky for me. Rip. Oh, I forgot this was Lydia. Doesn't matter. Alright. Cool. Not bad. 13-7 for 20 fights. Not the worst, not the best. Claim the energy here. Honestly, I feel like I haven't done a big live arena session in a while, so I don't even know where I'm at with my area bonuses. I think I was back in the Curse City, right? Yeah, okay, we maxed out resistance. I think I was gonna work on accuracy next. Unless... yeah, Faction Wars is good. I can show you the masteries on Nice in a bit. I don't think they're anything crazy though. Move myself out. Defense or offense, defense. I opted to not go Retribution because, like, most of the time he has counterattack up anyways, so I just want the turn meter fill. Helm Smasher, of course. Cycle of Violence. Methodical, of course, for the alt form. Shield Breaker, because he's usually, you know, the last guy alive and they might have a shield or something, but pretty standard masteries. Resurgent. Delay Death. Wrath of the Slain for sure, right? Because he's meant to be the last guy standing. He's not in my best gear, in fairness. Like, he's in okay gear. I think he, as far as HP nuke, or no, yeah, as far as HP nukers are concerned, I think he has like tier 3. Tier 1 is between Narcisse and Empress. they're built for slightly different purposes, so that's why I say kind of on the same level. Because like Empress is like way faster, like 280, versus Narcissus is like 260. I mean, I guess that's not way faster, but Narcissus is only this fast because he's 6-star awakened. Like without that 15 speed, what is he, 250? So, and obviously for me in my account, 6-star awakening is not like a guarantee for every champion. So that's why I say like Narcissus is built slower, whereas Empress baseline is 280 speed unawakened, and then Narcissus awakened is 260, meaning he's really 250 speed. All right, we got a legendary tome. Need to claim some energy, and then I should be able to get another legendary tome in a bit here. Once I think if I make the next 4-star chicken, I think we'll have it. Do I have enough energy to make another 5-star? Maybe we do. Let's find out. But yeah, as we wrap things up here, running some campaign. Anyone else have any other thoughts on the leaked / revealed Assassin's Creed collaboration soon to be? I'm excited as a fan adjacent of Assassin's Creed. Low-key, I'm still butthurt about that Carnage fight. You think it's a good collab? Likewise. Likewise. Although, I mean, like, if I'm being honest, I don't think there's a bad collaboration. And what I mean by that is that the skill kit that they want to introduce, like, obviously if they add in some if they add in just, you know, a carbon copy ability, then it doesn't, you know, it's not really unique, or unique to like the IP. But it's like when they start adding in, you know, somewhat unique things, like, you know, Predator's AoE as an example. Or no, not Shadakin. What is he again? Lizardman. Like this ability, like we think of this as you know, oh, it's like, well, it's meant to be like the Predator because he's hitting you with his disc or whatever. But it's like, if you just read this, you know, wall of text, this could be on anyone, and they could tune it to whatever IP they needed to, right? So like, what I'm getting at is like this, they have all of these ideas already for these, you know, new / unique abilities, and then they just make it with the animations and match whatever the IP is. So in my mind, it doesn't matter if they do make new champions themselves or they attach it to an IP. They already have the concept for all of these types of abilities that they want to add. So that's why I'm saying there's no such thing as a bad collaboration, because we were going to get those kits no matter what. But that's my opinion, I guess. Could be wrong. That's my interpretation of how they design things. How many supersonic does my Fabian have? I think right now he actually has 5-piece supersonic for the speed. Yeah. That's not really like, I mean, it's intentional-ish. Like the pinpoint is definitely intentional, right? The 4-piece pinpoint is on purpose. But the supersonic, I just don't have better pieces. I don't think, at least. Oh, snap! It's a shame we're wrapping up soon, but Basti, what's up, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello, welcome in. Were you playing Raid today, or were you playing War? Is that what you guys call that? Watcher of Realms? Does anyone call it that? I doubt it. Watcher of Realms? Okay. Everyone, though, they really do call it war? Oh, man, okay. Interesting. I feel like... I mean, I feel like if you weren't... I guess if you didn't know what it stood for, you when you hear, like, I'm gonna go play war, you'd think, like, a war game or something. Not necessarily Watcher of Realms, but hey, fair enough. Yeah, welcome and thank you. Thank you very much for the raid. Appreciate it. What'd you guys get up to? Obviously, I'm not super familiar with Watcher of Realms, but I know the concept of it. Dr. Matt Games, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. You'd respond with, what is it good for? True. A real music fan. I respect it. Pulling exclusive artifacts. Is that the equivalent of shards? I've never played, so I am 1000% ignorant. Oh, relics? Oh, okay. Relics are a direct rip of artifact. Oh, okay, shots fired. Okay. A little copy pasta going on there. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, sorry. So he's in 5 pieces of supersonic. Obviously the 4 piece is really what matters, right? The 4-piece supersonic, the 4-piece pinpoint. So protect yourself from polymorph, and then the cut in. I think the 5 pieces is just because like my supersonic pieces are just good. Oh, they would admit it. Hey, fair enough. I mean, I don't mean, yeah, I don't mean like it's shots fired in a bad way. I just mean like that's probably true. Yeah, appreciate you once again for the raid. Oh, I did not shout you out. We are solo modding the stream at the moment. There we go. Gotta pay it forward or pay it back, however you want to describe that. Anyways, but yeah, so supersonic. I have triple speed roll here, double speed roll here, triple speed roll here. This is pinpoint, but it's a quad speed. Double speed, but it's an accuracy chest. So like the only thing I could change is like the boots, I guess. And it would have to be like 6-star, because 1-piece perception is pointless, right? That doesn't do anything. I would lose 10% speed for no gain. I mean, I guess I would gain 5 speed if it was 6-star. So I guess it would have to be like, well, no, pinpoint doesn't do anything either, right? Oh, it would be the same thing. 5-piece pinpoint would be the same thing. But I know for a fact that I don't have 6-star pinpoint boots. Yeah, I guess it would have to be feral. Yeah, but they'd have to be, yeah, they'd have to be ascended. Because this is slower by 8 speed. Because we lose the 10% speed, which for his speed of basically 110, that's 11 speed that we lose. You get 5. Well, I mean, I guess the number's right there, right? We lose 8 speed. But if they're ascended boots, then we gain 4. But that seems like a lot less than it feels like you should get, you know? I guess the accuracy boost is what really would matter there. That's not an ignorable amount of accuracy. It would put me 350, 700. That might be worth it, actually. Might do that. Screw it. Let's do it. Because that means that Armand's can change his boots to those. Oh, it's not pinpoint. What am I doing? It's supersonic. The thing is, though, if these boots were re-rolled to speed, which is they're in the queue for that, I just don't have any dust at the moment. If these had the +9, it would be faster because we only went up by 4 speed by changing the boots. So if these were ascended to speed, these boots would be faster. The 5-piece supersonic would be faster. But they actually would be lower. So for now, it's a good trade, but in the future, it might not be. We might switch it back. I just broke my Glacea build here. I think I could fix this quickly, though. I'm thinking we go some perception boots. Whoops. Want speed boots with accuracy. Yeah. Lady Kimmy is important, but she's not that important. And then I just need like a very basic. I mean, this is only double speed accuracy, so if I can match that in barrel, it's double accuracy speed, double speed accuracy. That's very different. So helmets are out. The speed difference here is the glyph, mostly. I think that keeps her around. She's a little bit slower, but it's around the same, like 280-ish, 500 or 600-ish accuracy. So that's reserved. I think ideally she would be in pinpoint as well, but I just don't have that much pinpoint gear. I don't know what I mean, the event dungeon obviously is coming back with the Assassin's Creed collaboration. So I don't know if they're going to go back to pinpoint or they're going to go do 2 cycles of chronophage. I would imagine the latter, but I guess we'll find out soon. So like in the short term, I want her to be in 6-piece feral. But I just don't have the gear to pull that off yet. So in the meantime, she's just in 4-piece. And that's just to go with the Lightning Cage blessing. Because obviously the Glacé after the buff, she's more powerful into Fabian matchups. Anyways. I stole from you. Stole from you. Unfortunately, Ramen 2 is very out of the meta at the moment. He used to be in 6-piece feral, and that was the same logic of like using him, you know, just strip buffs and block polymorph, but it's just the 50-50 chance on Stone Skin is just too much of a gamble, so he's just in 4-piece feral. I still use him for Doom Tower waves, though. All right, we're working on the getting the last legendary tome. Epire? Epire? Oh, I guess there's a new promo code, guys. Should we do it live? I guess we do it live. What do we get? In before 100 energy brews and 100k silver. Ooh, called it. Literally called it. That's crazy. Kind of sad, but that's like the most stereotypical promo code nowadays. How is it spelled? I will put it in the chat. It is the British spelling of pyre. Or is that universal? No, maybe that's universal. Maybe it's universal. Alright, so where are we on this? 1, 2, 3. So we're working on the fourth one. I don't know what that means. Like electronic pyre? Or is it like an anagram? Pray? Reppy? It's not in reverse. That would be like Erie. Alright, one more run here. And then we make the not the last, but we make the next 4-star chicken, and that should be enough to get the legendary tome from the Frosted Path. Actually, you guys can let me know in the chat here. When you're like in this current state, right, where we're like in between fusions, you're free to use your energy however you wish. Are you more focused? Like it's proportional to where you are in your progression, of course. Are you more focused on farming masteries, farming dungeons just for gear, like the drop fever, drop frenzies, or whatever, or do you farm like Sand Devil, Shogun's Grove? Let me know. Did I? Oh, I skipped a step. Oops. Oh, company rebrand from GameLoop to ePyre? What? It's still GameLeap.com. Maybe it's like ongoing. ePyre is a social media marketing agency for content creators and brands. Maybe they got bought out? Or maybe they... Oh, I see. Maybe they divested they divested the influencer support from the Game Leap like guides website, like coaching and stuff. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. What do I know? I'm speculating at this point. You farm masteries when there isn't a Sand Devil tournament. What if you're done with masteries though? All right, so we got the 10k. So we got our 2 legendary tomes. So that's the primary goal complete with the Frosted Path. We got both of these. Like I said earlier, I'm not going for the souls. I don't need them. And that's not to say that they're not useful. Of course they are. But if it comes to them being useful in the future, I can pivot to just farming them from the Soul Merchant, which could take months. But I don't see them being valuable to me right this second in exchange for the resources that would be necessary. So, but that's me. That's my take. That's not a prescription. But for the next day and a half, my plan is to try and get both of the Chaos Ores and then the Dust and the Powder. So another 20,000-ish points. I know I can definitely get the Chaos Ore for the 10,000. The last 12k might be a bit of a stretch. So we'll see. Although, if we can make a... If we can finish off this 4-star chicken real quick, then that makes another 5-star chicken. I guess I'll answer the question myself. So I will prioritize masteries over farming Sand Devil. But once I finish my backlog enough when it comes to masteries, then I hard focus Sand Devil, whether or not there is a tournament. Because I don't understand how the like all the major CCs, when they have like fully ascended gear, like I have so much oil, but I have so little dust that like most of my gear is not fully ascended because it doesn't have the right stats. So like I don't bother fully ascending it until I get the stat I care about, because it's just like, what's the point of having flat HP maxed out if I want speed? That's the way I see it. The counter argument, of course, would be, you know, stats are stats, right? So you might as well, but I don't see the value in not having the right stat, or like having less of the wrong. Having more of the wrong stat doesn't really help me compared with having like the 1-star or the first tier of the Ascension. But yeah, so that's why, as like to me, like it's either like the CCs in the program and whatnot. Maybe they just farm so much Sand Devil that they've re-rolled enough pieces that they've used all of their oil and extract to level up what is good. But that just doesn't seem possible to me. But maybe I'm just unlucky with how much dust I've gotten, or the rolls to, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking of, like, you know, when they were when they were looking for the oil mixer thing. Which is not, it's not a bad thing. Like, I'm not opposed to it. But to me, it was like, there's no point. Like, I never have a need to mix oil. I mean, we could take a look at it. But, like, Like right now, like I have I have a spreadsheet, of course I do, for those who know me. But I have a spreadsheet of like all the gear that I within like 30 or 40 pieces that I want, like a hierarchy of how I want to upgrade them. Like this, I want these as speed, right? And I'm 18 rolls in, which is sad. But it's like I have what, 3,000 big, 7,000 medium, 27,000 or yeah, 27,000 small, but like 8 dust. So maybe they give up sooner. Like they'll take 4 of the they'll settle for 4 of the stats or 3 of them, and they just settle on one of the worst ones. But I always go for the one that I want. So maybe that's the difference. Like they just re-roll it 5 times and they just accept whatever happens. I don't know. Or they just have so much more energy because they get it from buying packs or from the content creator program that they can just farm Sand Devil 10 times as much as me. Therefore, they just have more dust, more chances to reroll. So I don't know. Who knows? Invest some points into my luck stat. Depending on who you ask, I already have. I think that's subjective. I think there are a lot of people who would just look at the amount of mythicals I've pulled and say, you've maxed out your luck stat and you don't need any more luck. But then on the flip side, there are people who would look at my relics and say that you need more luck. So, or my gear. My gear is not the greatest. So I think it's all relative. I'm not opposed to more luck, of course. I'm not an idiot. Whoa. That's some crazy rhythm. Music? What happened? You good? Oh, we're good. Okay. How many mythicals have we gotten from remnants? I have this. I have the data. I have gotten 3 mythicals from remnant summons. Back to back. Like they were back to back sessions, but the sessions were like weeks or months apart, if that makes sense. So like not like I opened 2 remnants and I got 2 mythicals. That didn't happen. But like in 2 individual separate sets of 5 or something, I was able to get multiple mythicals from it. 2 here, nice. The thing is though, like my relationship with luck is that like, you know, I stay humble, right? So it's like I get what I get and I'm not really always looking for more. Like I'll take more, of course, but I'm not like mad if nothing happens because the odds suggest that nothing happens most of the time, you know? But not everyone has the same attitude, right? And so that's where you get people who are more likely to complain about bad luck, per se. What teams do I use in the different clan bosses? We can look at that real quick. Actually, can we? I don't think I could look at Demon Lord right now. Oh, no, we can look at what I ran. Yeah. Somewhere near the bottom. For Demon Lord, I have an old school team. I just run a 2-to-1 speed ratio counterattack, high defense comp, just because I like old school teams for Demon Lord. And Demon Lord doesn't really matter, honestly, at this point. So, Valkyrie, Doom Priest, Suai Firstborn, Iron Brago, and Mashald. I run the same thing for Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare. Brutal, I run something different just to get that mission done for using a rare, because I don't have a rare on that team. Hydra, I have not run anything. But these are my teams. Nightmare, we got Necmo, Mikage, Rector, Packmaster, Ninja, and Crocad. On Brutal, we've got Lamasu, Marius, Atharion, Elva, 2 Hanarok, and Mishinaki 1. And then on Hard, we have Mishinaki 2, Sify Ugo, Estrid, Harima, and Varl. And then for Chimera, again, keep in mind, I'm 5 years in, super endgame, so you probably don't have all these champions. For Chimera, I have 3 teams. So each, or not each, but different rotations. So rotation 1, rotation 2, rotation 3/4. So the core of every team is Elva, Lydia, Necmo. And then I change out the DPS. So rotation 1, it's Marius Newt. Rotation 2, it's Marius Harima. Rotation 3, it is Ninja Mikage. And we are currently in rotation 3. So there you go. Short summary. Spent thousands raid, still not have your luck when it comes to mythicals. I mean, luck is not proportional to the amount of money spent. It is technically not proportional to anything. There is a very loose correlation to spending more, meaning you roll more, meaning you're more likely to win something. But it's not a guarantee that spending more gives you something, unfortunately. And the thing is, if it did, the game, any game like that would die. As nice as it would feel to the person getting the rewards, the game would die, because then everyone who spends money would have everything really quickly, and then they would be bored and they would quit. And they'd stop playing and the game would die. So like, from a business sense, that type of game cannot exist, because it would stop existing. It's just like extrapolated economics. That business model would fail. It won't work. It's the same logic as saying we're gonna host a bunch of game servers and we're not gonna do any microtransactions and everything in the game is free. It's like, that sounds great for the players, but you're not making any money. So the game dies, right? Like, you have to monetize something, right? So it's just one of those things where, like, you can't have a fully player-facing game with no monetization, because then you can't fund the game. But that is not an excuse for, you know, necessarily the base rates in raid or anything like that, right? They could be higher, they could be slightly more generous, but not overly generous, and they would make it benefit, or it'd be a net positive for the game and not kill it. So Olive Branch, the game could improve, but there's a limit to how much it could improve. $1,000 not enough. Some spend thousands a day. Yeah, but the amount of people spending thousands a day is really small, to almost to the point where it doesn't really matter. Like, I know people think that, like, the game is run by the Krakens, where it's like you have 1,000 people who spend $100,000 a year and there's what running the game. But in my mind, that doesn't make mathematical sense, because Raid make or Plarium, whatever, makes millions of dollars a year, and I think it's a lot easier to make millions of dollars if you have 1 million players spending $5 versus 1,000 players spending $100,000. Like, I know those numbers don't equate, but you get the concept. Obviously, I highly doubt there are 1,000 people spending 100,000 a year. That's unlikely. But I just think it's a lot easier to sustain on a lot of people spending a little bit versus a few people spending a lot. That's not to say that whales and crackers aren't important. They are in the ecosystem, but I don't think they're driving necessarily things as much as people imagine they are, because there's not enough of them. There's not enough of them to make up for the millions and millions of dollars the player is bringing in on this game. A lot spent to get Predator from the pass. Yeah, but I mean that's like $40. Like there's what, one champion pass a year? That's a drop in the bucket, right? That's within a reasonable budget. I would like the people who spend a lot are buying soul stones and shards and energy and gear. Well, there's no way 40 or 1 million people bought Predator. There's no way. There's not that many players who spend money in the game. I don't think. Active players. There are definitely not 1 million Predators. I think more people don't have Predator than have Predator. Absolutely. I'll die on that hill. Monthly raid card is $10. I don't even know what that is. Is that like a Google Play something or other? Alright, last one. Or last run. I guess either one, that rhymes. Either one works. Monthly pack in the shop? No, he's not talking about the monthly pack. The monthly pack is like $25, isn't it? Am I stupid? Where's the shop? Oh, Jesus. There's your proof that I'm free to play, guys. I don't even know where the freaking shop button is. Is it limited? No, it's daily in progression, right? Monthly? Oh, it's $30. Okay, I thought it was $25. Yeah. Not making it up. I do not spend any time here. Aside from when it gives me the free things or whatever. I guess we have the or does it not show up when it's not? Where's the New Year's thing? Or is that here? Oh, it's okay, it's limited time. Ooh, a mythical tome. Forgot that was in here. That's fun. You have to buy it on mobile. Oh, okay. 10% extra XP. Oh, are you talking about the one of these icons that pops up? That? I forget what the letters are. I think I know what you mean. Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, that thing. You can see it on your profile. Ah, okay, okay. It displays on the profile? What else we got? We got a Heffrack cheese comp. All right. My dude's setting his defense like it's 2021. You love to see it. It's only a couple months out, but you know, the I guess it'd be the 8th anniversary, or is it 7th? I don't know which year we're on now. But if they can continue the track record, we're gonna have another Armand's Fabian tier champion in a couple months here. It's kind of crazy to imagine. It will soon be soon. It will have been a year of Fabian and 2 years of Armand's. Which just feels crazy. I don't see Fabian going anywhere though. I know Armand's is definitely a lot less used. I use them a lot less. Maybe that's just me. But like the Wanda submission, holy moly. I feel like that neutered him like crazy. You just sheep yourself most of the time nowadays. But I also feel like I'm watching from the sidelines because I have one sole Wanda submission. So I usually don't get to participate. There we go. Raid card is available on PC, not mobile. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, you said it displays on your profile. Where are you? Oh yeah, the little crown. Yeah. What the heck are these favorite champions, dude? Pathfinder. You trolling? Your highlighted champion is Pathfinder Kate, Dark Elhain, Errol, and Nethril. Bruh. Bruh. Okay. She slaps? Sure, but like your featured champion is Pathfinder Kate? Come on, man. You're not that much of a fan, are you? Like you gotta flex your powerful people like me, you know? First and second legendary pulls. I don't remember who my second one was. I know my first one was Basilius Roanus. I can respect the I can respect the first Lego being one of your favorite champions. You're 2019 too. You're OG class. I started in 2020, so I'm about a year behind game launch, more or less. Maybe like a year and a half. Apparently there are a few people that have a 2018 badge from like beta, which is very, very rare, but there's like still playing, obviously. Like I'm sure there are plenty of accounts for back then, but that are actually still playing. Like talk about like lifers, you know. Today's your oh, congrats. 5 years in. I say 5 years, and like now it's actually 5 years. Like December of 26 or 25 was 5 years from 2020. But like I kind of round. Like I've been saying 5 years for the past like 4 months or something, even though it hasn't actually been. I guess that reminds me of my my badges. I'm working on which one do I want to display? I'm proud of this one. I got this one on accident. I didn't think I would ever win 10 in a row, but I literally got this because I just did like my one fight a day thing for like the advanced quest, and I happened to just win 10 in a row doing that one fight a day. I just got the badge. I was like, wait, what? Oh, I guess I just haven't lost. But like I hadn't done like a bigger session like we did today. It just so happened that like I just got 10 single fights, one per day, added up to 10 in a row. I'm trying to remember the one I wanted. I want the oh, it's the tournament thing. Yeah, this guy. I want this one. The 30 first place wins in a tournament. I'm at 15, so I'm halfway there. That's the one I want because like I feel like that's a cool accomplishment free to play. Because it's obviously really hard to win tournaments. And as you might guess, these are mostly like classic arena, tag team arena. It's not anything dungeon or shard pulling related, but nonetheless. I know this one's gonna take ages because I don't always do Decks of Fate. And then we just haven't had that many Titan events. I feel like they slowed down a lot with the Titan events, so I'm looking to get the 10 out of 10 here because I always do them anyways. But it's been a while. They didn't even do one for Christmas. They broke the pattern, which I guess makes sense. Well, not maybe it doesn't make sense. I'm thinking like they're, you know, historically, right? Or not historically, but the past 2 years prior, they did Tormund and Sornik in the Yuletide Titan event, and this year they did Hilvi in the Yuletide Deck of Fate. But they could have done Hilvi as a Titan event. There's no reason they wouldn't have. I mean, they didn't, but they could. They just easily could have. Anyways, all right. I'm rambling. We're done, folks. Let me hop on Twitch real quick and see we can pay the raid forward too. Thanks for anyone who stuck around after the raid from good old Fasty. So appreciate you guys checking us out here. We got King Copium. I could see him already. But let's look in the category, see what we can find. 11 hours. Oh my goodness. Holy moly.
Ain't shit certain but death. To make it out of here, take a certain finesse. Die trying to earn a
I don't remember. Who did I raid last time?
you gotta learn to respect. Really, I turn up for less. Like who now? It ain't even worth it to guess. The man going
Oh, it doesn't show me.
next, and you gon' end up right with him on a shirt with some text. I'ma burn up a check. Have my little birdie cook him, he a personal chef. That nigga learn from the best. Got a plug in the Carolinas, I ain't personally met. But if you ain't
Alright, let's do raid channel. Same category.
fully bought from the cupboard, the fully stock on the dresser. I put his car to your sucker. You know we rockin' the letter. My niggas not finna let her be on your block with the extras.
Alright, this is a new guy for me. Mobile Gamer 365. Mobile Gamer year round. Okay, respect. He looks like an older fellow. I love the title of the stream, Some Raid. He's not wrong. He's playing Some Raid. Anyways. Alright, we'll get the raid started here in a few seconds. As I always forget to mention, for those of you watching via Twitch, if you are interested, I am also a content creator on the YouTubes. You can check out the channel there in the link in the description, or in the chat. Gosh, I'm in YouTube mode. You can check out the link there in the chat if you want. It's more of this type of content. We're just showing you what you can do in the end game despite not spending any money in the game. So I am free to play it once again. But yeah, these streams are every Saturday morning, mostly at 10 a.m., depending upon work hours. But at least for now, they're going to be at 10 a.m. We'll see. I'll let you guys know on my community tab page on the YouTube channel if things change as such. But yeah, appreciate all of you, of course, for hanging out. Thank you for chilling with me. Again, thank you to Fastidious for the raid once again. And yeah, I'll catch you guys all next time, next week. Have a good one.
Why this bitch in my whip got your last name? Two down, one up top on the floor. Leave the car running, little cutty knock on the door. Why the ones ain't bad to stay talking the most? Lee said with your chest when you talk to the